All right, I know I'm a little bit late to the party on this one. I know critics and audiences scored is kind of panned a big, bold, beautiful journey. Yes, it's a weird one, but honestly, I kind of enjoyed it. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon, reviewing a big, bold, beautiful journey. What's this about? Pretty simple premise. Colin Farrell, Margot Robbie, and they are going through different doors to figure out where they belong, look at their past, and where they're at today, and can they be together, and are they willing to open themselves up for new relationships, even though they've kind of done shady stuff in the past, or they're just kind of indecisive of what they want with themselves and others. So like I said, I kind of enjoyed this one in the intro, and I know critics and or audiences kind of gave it too much cheese or didn't like where the story was going and how odd it was. Yes, when going into this movie, I thought it was going to be kind of a atypical love story when it goes to like checking out your past, but it does do interesting weird things where it's like, sitting on a mountain and you're looking down at the world, and it does things where you're like, okay, I understand what you're trying to do there, but it kind of takes me out of like looking at the past and seeing what is quote unquote real. Because there were some locations they did go, I did feel kind of took me out of the film of like, I understand the premise you're going for that. However, it's not really what connected to me. What really connected to me with this movie was going into the past and how things are done differently, or what were said, and how and what can you do to make life a little bit better, or what were some things that you knew about or you didn't know about that changed or shaped who you are today. So I did like that. Okay, so for the movie itself, Margot Robbie, Colin Farrell do a fantastic job through and throughout. It's kind of their movie. Yeah, you have like the car rental agency, which is like two actors as well. But that is the one part too where it kind of like, it was odd, right? Where any person, if they have their car broken down or if they have a boot on their car, would they really call this random car agency person, or would they be like, this is kind of weird, a 94 Saturn, I don't know about this, I don't know, maybe my attendants would peek up like, nah, this is good, I don't need this car right now, I will go to Hertz or AFES or something like that, or AFIS, sorry, not AFES, I'm an idiot. So things like that. So like little things like that where you're like, okay, this is interesting. There are a lot of different play on things with this movie. So like I said, some people are going to feel either manipulatively, emotionally manipulative with this film, or they're not. I don't think it really pushed that because I was paying attention to the score in this film, and the score was kind of non-existent. Yeah, there were some here and there, but when it was the sad parts of the film, it wasn't like blaring at you. And to me, the best scene is the hospital scene dealing with both Margot and Colin Farrell. Even though I think the Colin Farrell one had the more emotional impact personally, I know some people might think of that differently, but I was like, oh, this actually hit me kind of the right way, and my eyes are getting watery through in and throughout. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, and I'm enjoying this experience. But then it goes into more, regrets in the past and regrets in the past. And I thought it was a good time. Yes, you could say it's a little overplayed, if you want to put it that way, when dealing with some scenarios or going to specific spots where, like I said before, it kind of takes you out of the movie. But I think the overall gist of this movie is, hey, your comfort zone, maybe you should get out of it. Or, hey, maybe you are a problem and maybe you need to start fixing some things in your life to make yourself better, instead of always like pushing yourself down or punching yourself when you're in a bad mood. Maybe you need to lift yourself up. And this movie does do that to an extent. So overall, like I said, I know I'm late to the party with this one. A big, bold, beautiful journey. Is it big? Is it bold? It could be if you want to. It matters. It's beautiful. I do think it's a beautiful movie. I'll give it that. And how it looks, the aesthetics, and the whole, is it real or is it isn't kind of thing. So I did enjoy that. Like I said, I was expecting to really not like this movie because a lot of people didn't. And I came out going, I enjoyed this journey. So Big Bold Beautiful Journey will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futon, which equals that 70%. So let's see the critics and user scores gave this one. So you have critics, like I said, at 37% with 168. Audience score at 59 with over 250. Critic consensus. Too solemn to have much fun with its high concept, while it's also too, saccharine for its wistful themes to resonate. This well-meaning odyssey never quite lives up to its title. I'm not going to understand that, but like I said, I enjoy the journey overall. 70, 59, 37. Chase Lock here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. My name is Futantopia. Your Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. A great day. I don't care if you watch this today, tomorrow, a week for a month for now, a year for now, every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. My mouth was super wet with that one. That's pretty gross.